Urbanization was a direct result of industrial revolution in the United States. Factories were centralized in the cities and offered a central location for resources and workers to fill their production. Immigrants and displaced the rural workers flooded the cities in hopes of employment. Throughout the Gilded Age, there were several positives as well as negative effects that can be attributed to the urbanization. There were negatives in urbanization such as house, working conditions, health, and political machines. As there were positives in urbanization, as there was new technology such as elevators, skyscrapers, water, and running sewer systems. Living conditions in urbanization was poor, trash piled up in the streets, drinking water was terrible, sewer systems were ineffective, air quality was terrible, and animal droppings were everywhere. Large waves of immigration in the 19th century made New York City the largest and most diverse city in America, but also is the most unhealthiest city as the large spike in population made more susceptible to diseases. The city battled outbreaks of smallpox, malaria, yellow fever, and tuberculosis in 1896, killing more than 5,000 people. The Gilded Age was a period of horrific labor violence as industrialists and workers literally fought over control of the workplace. Workers organized the first large American labor union during the Gilded Age. Employers were generally just as determined as stopping the unionization as workers were to organize unions, leading to frequent conflict. Constant strikes and violence eventually caused the middle class to become fed up with both union and businessmen. Key events: the railway of strikes of 1877, Haymarket riot of 1886, Homestead strike of 1892, and Pullman strike of 1893. I'm going to tell you two strikes that happened in the early 1890s, which were the Pullman strike and the Homestead strike. The Homestead strike was really about a battle which happened to be two bargains filled with detectives attempted to guard Carnegie's steel plant. It happened to be a battle between workers and detectives that unfortunately that resulted in 7 workers and 3 detectives dead. Pullman strike of May 11, 1894 occurred because George Pullman did not want to reduce rent following his big announcement on wage cuts. President Grover Cleveland sends federal troops to Pullman to enforce a court order prohibiting American Railway Union to stop encouraging striking workers rioting in several cities, and result to that led to the deployment of 14,000 troops to these several cities. Hi, so I have $3 on me right now. So $3 to 3 students answering 3 different questions. I'm going to ask 3 questions. Answer correctly, you're going to get given $3. First question: who created the Hull House? Can I get a drum roll, please? The answer is Jane Addams. Second question: why did immigrants and rural workers move to the city? Answer is immigrants and rural workers moved to the city for in search of employment. Third and last question: how many people died in 1896 due to diseases in New York City? Hint, I said this earlier in my documentary. Can I get a drum roll, please? The answer is 5,000 people. My summary of the urbanization is very short. It's saying really about how workers were treated wrongly due to their working conditions and their living conditions, which both were very brutal and horrific to their lives, which many would die from diseases from both the workplace and their living, as in diseases or even problems in the workplace as mechanical problems, explosions, fires, and etc. I want to say thank you for Nick for giving me the information for this video. Thank you, Mr. Mooney and the class, to listening to my project, and I want to see my grade. Thank you.